Desmond Hall by daylight, the sounds of the morning disguising the presence of the spirit which haunts the residence of the ancient castle. But beneath its towers, the mansion has memories of its own. Its ghosts recall how these stones once served as an outpost in a new world, and later as a monastery when peace and freedom reigned. But now, where holy bells once sounded, evil forces move in ominous silence toward the death of all who dwell within. Thus whispers the wind as it passes, Desmond Hall in the morning.
Such a heavenly day. I walked in the meadows and picked flowers every step of the way. Mr. Desmond, you look so grim and dramatic, as if you were in mourning.
Agatha Pruitt is dead.
Agatha. The pretty young thing who dreamed of dancing. Dancing forever under the chandeliers of Desmond Hall. How sad. How unbelievably sad. Mr. Desmond, Jean-Paul, how did it happen?
She was drowned in the river.
Oh, no.
She ran out of this house and no one knows how it happened.
How unfair. May I go with you and bring these flowers? They look like her, so young and so loving. She loved you, Jean-Paul. Did you know that?
Master, I have told you, you must not go.
I have an obligation, Rexel.
It is too late. I learned from the shopkeepers in town the girl was cremated this morning, and her family have left Desmonton.
Thank you, Rexel.
You must not have any guilt. Agatha loved you. Whatever the reason she took her life, you must not assume it was because of you.
Master!
What is it, Roxel?
This urn. Nobody in sight.
A funeral
This urn on the doorstep.
A funeral urn. And a note.
Read it.
Mr. Desmond, here is our daughter, with our curse upon your soul. Her mother and her father. But it's a dreadful thing. A constant reminder. It must not stay here.
It is the master's order.
Roxel, talk to him. It can only cause him sorrow and needless pain.
I do not think he will feel such grief, Miss Raleigh, unless you impress it upon him.
Well, I would never think of such a thing. Roxel, I'm here to be pleasant and to make Mr. Desmond happy.
If you say so.
What did you mean by that, Roxel? I demand to know what you meant. You don't like me, do you? You haven't from the moment I first appeared.
I think you have other things to worry about, such as your theatrical performance tonight and the next place that you will perform on your tour.
I cancelled all the performances. And as to whether I will go with the rest of the tour or not, I shall leave to Mr. Desmond.
You will stay at Desmond Hall?
For as long as he wants me to. I intend to make Desmond Hall as warm and pleasant as I can. And I expect like treatment from you.
I obey my master, Miss Raleigh.
Then he shall speak to you of this. Mark my words, he will.
I also confide in my master and tell him my true feelings.
Well then, tell me, what are your true feelings about me? After all, it's not my fault that I resemble the late Mrs. Desmond.
Isn't it?
Not at all. Any more than I am to blame that this house is haunted with fears of demons and curses.
You do not believe in demons?
I find them dull, especially when life is and adventure and good fortune are so much more exciting. If you must accuse me of something, Ruxel, then say that I appreciate the Desmond wealth and Desmond comfort. I admit to that. Make of it what you will. But do not include me in your web of evil premonitions.
I include you in nothing.
Ruxel, could you tell Mr. Desmond that I wish to see him, please? Well, Agatha, and what do you think? Do I tell the truth, the whole truth? For you, my dear, you served your purpose well. The stage is set, Agatha.
The jacket, Quito. The morning band. Quito, if only you could speak. If only through some magic you could tell me what you know. Quito, you mustn't feel badly. I am the guilty one, not you. The door, Quito.
Master,
Come in, Rexel.
Miss Rowley would like to see you in the drawing room.
I said, come in, Rexel. Close the door. Rexel, Quito is very upset because he cannot speak to me. There's something that he knows that he cannot communicate. Now, do you know of any way we can reach him to know what he is thinking?
I have tried in the past. It has been done.
How?
At great suffering to Quito.
No, he mustn't suffer.
It is the only way, Master.
Quito, whatever it is you are trying to tell me, is it very important? Well, is it important that I should know what it is?
Quito, do you wish me to apply the crown of iron?
The crown of iron?
It is our method, Master, by which I can decipher the unspoken secrets of his mind. It must be applied and tightened. It is most painful to Quito and to me. Although he suffers the pressure of the crown, I too must suffer the agony in order that I may divine his thoughts. Quito?
No, I won't let you be hurt, either of you.
We are servants, Master.
No, I forbid it. Now, Quito, whatever it is you want me to know, I shall learn it somehow in my own way, but I will not see you causing pain. Do you understand?
I understand.
I'll join Miss Raleigh.
Master, this woman, do you know what she wants?
Just a little relaxation, away from the years of drudgery of theater, a little luxury, perhaps, a little kindness.
And what do you want of her?
The memory of a little kindness.
It must be done. You know that. The crown of iron. It will be done.
Lovely. Very lovely.
Not at all. I'm used to arranging plastic bouquets on the stage. But it's a long time since I've had the real petals. The real scent of flowers.
Oh, these look as if they've come out of a magic garden where you've lived all of your life. Even the flowers obey you.
Jean-Paul, what is it? Oh, I see. Well, perhaps my flowers are out of place.
No, I think she would like them there. She loved Desmond Hall. She always liked to see it sparkle.
It really must go. The urn. Her ashes, they don't belong.
No, don't touch it.
Very well, then. And the note that came with them, the message, what about this and its curses?
This has nothing to do with Agatha. Her parents had nothing to do with her, dead or alive. She ran away from them, disowned them. As I will disown them now.
I wish it was always so easy disowning one's enemies. Jean-Paul, look.
Burn! Turn to ashes!
An acrid smell, as though flesh were...
It's gone.
My, what highly unusual parents. I do hope they never decide to send fan letters to obscure actresses.
Erica!
What did you say?
I'm sorry. When you spoke like that, you sounded like Erica when she...
When she was bitter?
Yes. But she was seldom bitter.
Well, then, I shan't be either. Jean-Paul, you must tell me when I do something that is wrong, if I'm ever to achieve a valid performance.
Performance? I didn't bring you here to perform.
Didn't you?
Quito, are you willing? For the master, Quito. For the master. Then raise your head. There must be no movement, no motion, no sound. I must listen with the mind and the spirit. For the master, Quito. For the master.
Jean-Paul, look at me. Well, what do you think? Am I beautiful?
Very beautiful.
From the theater, Shakespeare, Lady Macbeth, who is perhaps not supposed to look beautiful at all. But she must have had some charms, don't you think, to have had such powers over her husband. Would you like to hear some of it? Oh, good. Well, then, let me see. A dagger. Ah. Is this a dagger I see before me? No, it's a letter opener, but it'll do. Now, come. You sit down there.
All right.
The guest of honor. And the performance shall begin. We fail. But screw your courage to the sticking place, and we'll not fail. When Duncan is asleep, whereto rather shall the day's hard journey soundly invite him? His two chamberlains shall I, with wine and wassail, so convince that memory, the warder of the brain, shall be a fume, and the receipt of reason a limbeck only. When in swinish sleep their drenched natures lie, as if in death, what cannot you and I put upon the unguarded Duncan? What not put upon his spongy officers, who will bear the guilt of our great quell?
Bring forth men children only, for thy undaunted mettle should compose nothing but males.
You know it, and well, too. Or this. Yet there's a spot. Out, damned spot! Out, I say! 1, 2. Why then, 'tis time to dance! Oh! Here! Oh. I'm so sorry. I got so carried away with my role. And poor Agatha scattered about.
Helena!
Yes.
In your role, there is no reason to raise the dagger. There is no cause to lift your hand.
I don't know what you mean.
You smashed that urn deliberately. And as far as I am concerned, all the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this. Shakespeare.
Well, who would have thought the man to have had so much blood in him?
Yes. Quito! Quito, you must... I heard your mind speaking to me. I know it causes you untold suffering, but I must suffer too. It must be done for the master. Who are we, Quito? Nothing. Two creatures who have lived too many centuries. Our blood cold, our skeletons rattling inside us, our bones bleached and dry. So what purpose do we have except to serve? And what reason do we have to shun just a little more suffering? Quito, I command you, by the spirit of our ancestors, by the powers of the beneficent God, No! Do not dare to enter! Gods of evil! You have no powers here! Depart! I know now that you have visited the river caves beneath Desmond Hall. I know that now. The caves so long sealed up by Jean-Paul's ancestors. You have seen the altar of the serpent god. You know his powers and his dark secrets. Quito, I ask you, in the name of our ancestors, destroy the serpent. Kill! Kill!
Jean-Paul, let me in. I've come to apologize. I confess it was not an accident. Jean-Paul, do you hear me? Jean-Paul, it was all for you. Haven't you suffered enough? Jean-Paul, you must begin a new life. Leave all your memories behind you. Memories are bitter things. At least mine are. You said you didn't like Erica when she was bitter. So you must reject bitter things. Agatha's memory would only bring you pain. Oh, Jean-Paul, I gathered her ashes, and I scattered them in the sunshine, and they landed in the flowers, which is where she belongs, where she will be transformed into living and lovely things and not cause you any pain. And that is what I want, Jean-Paul, to bring you happiness. Do you believe me?
I believe you.
Good. Good. And you mustn't mistrust me again. I am never against you, Jean-Paul. I am always as you want me to be.
Erica is dead.
Philip!
When will you stop mourning the dead and serve the living? I'm not dead, Jean-Paul. I live.
Alive? Are you alive?
Alive and in constant suffering. Look upon my face and rescue me.
Where, Philip? Tell me where? Where can I find you?
Well, Agatha, dear, what can I say? Except perhaps ashes to ashes.
Keto, the serpent cannot crush you. Kill him! Powerful gods of the serpent, you who rule for power of good and not evil, battle is being done with your enemy. Drain from the evil serpent his life and his blood. Crush it, Keto! Crush his heart! Out! You must stay out! Master, you must leave!
I am not afraid.
We have lost. We have lost the battle! Keto, are you all right? The serpent cannot defeat you!
Keto, I am sorry. You must live, Keto, and help me find my brother. He is alive. Yes, my brother is alive. Somewhere.
Keto knows, Master. He has been there.